5 years after giving birth to twins and losing her son to her father, Nora returns to the States with her daughter, Cherry. She's ostensibly there to finalize the end of her engagement, but her real mission is to find her son. However, she's just learned that the powerful Justin Hunt is searching for her. Is he connected to her missing son? What will happen when he finds her? Had her father told him about the twins? Or was this something else entirely? Could she find her son before Justin Hunt found her? And what would he do when he did?
"Oh," was all Nora could think to reply. "Athena, you were overseas before, so you weren't in his territory. That's the only reason you were able to avoid him. But now that you're back, you won't be able to escape anymore. You're the most prestigious surgeon around. Can't you just treat his grandmother and get it over with? I've heard Justin is a very generous and very handsome man. Wouldn't it be great if you two got swept up in a big, dramatic, scandalous affair?" Nora yawned lazily. The Hunts were highly influential in the business world, but they were a sprawling family with notoriously complicated relationships. Nora knew that taking on a Hunt as a patient might get her dragged into a struggle for power and inheritance. Why would she stick her nose into the public or private matters of such a rich and powerful family? She had come back to the US to look for her son. She couldn't get involved in any complications. As she approached the exit, Nora spotted a familiar figure in the arrivals area. Without thinking, she replied to her caller, "I'm not lucky like that, but thanks." After hanging up, she tossed the phone in her pocket and cast her eyes downward coldly. She hadn't expected to see this particular old acquaintance so soon. A man stood at a prominent spot at the exit of the airport. He was wearing a suit and looked quite bright and cheerful. He looked a little more mature than he had 5 years ago, but he hadn't changed all that much. There he was, her fiancé, Anthony Gray. With a pickup placard in his hand and a big smile fixed on his face, he stood impatiently and grumbled, "When exactly is that damned woman coming out?" From behind him, his assistant said, "Mr. Gray, please be patient. Your grandfather has specially instructed you to refrain from making things too unpleasant, even if you are calling off the engagement." Anthony frowned, ruining his cheerful act. "Patient? I'm disgusted. She was a mess before. She must look even worse now. I bet she'll want to save the engagement even more now, right? How did I get stuck with someone like her?" Nora heard every horrible thing he said, but she didn't bat an eye. In the past 5 years, she had repeatedly brought up her desire to break off the engagement. Neither the Smiths nor the Greys had respected her wishes. Who exactly was stuck with whom? She couldn't be bothered to pay any attention to that man. She planned to leave immediately with Cherry. After he finished his grumbling, Anthony turned, and his eyes lit up. A beautiful woman was walking toward him, the first to come off the flight. She was gorgeous, unbelievably stunning. It was as if the entire airport had lit up a few notches brighter the moment she appeared. As the woman drew closer and closer, Anthony straightened his back and neatened his luxury suit. Then he smiled and asked confidently, "Hey beautiful, may I ask your name?" Nora thought, "He looks just like a peacock with its train spread open." She paused and looked at him coolly. Nora Smith.
Anthony's smile vanished. Nora's lips curved, watching his color drain. She walked past him, Cherry trailing behind. As she stepped into the car, a thought struck her. Was Anthony's presence just a coincidence, or was someone manipulating events? Her search for her son just got more complicated. What was Anthony hiding, and how far would she have to go to find out? Hi, Nora here. If you are wondering what happens next, then download the Pocket FM app and listen to the exciting episodes of Saving Nora Now with the link in the description.